And this is another poem, a short one, from this book, available on Amazon, just saying. A poem about the importance of careful measurement prior to committing to ownership. We went to Brighton to buy a bed. New couple, yes, but hardly love's young dream, but still in need of extra space for languid lounging, endless pots of tea. Love will find a way, we said, so failed to measure car or bed, and failed again, forced to leave our bed beside the sea. And sometimes I do wonder if we'd found a magic way to bring it back. It's all gone horribly wrong and I've forgotten the next bit. And even if we brought it back now, it would be full of just me and a pack of snoring dogs. And sometimes I do wonder if perhaps we brought... Oh, that's really not going well, is it? I will try something else for you. I'm very, very sorry. Bear with me. I'll drink wine, you stare into space, and I'll find something else. Okay. Here. So this is cracked. You thought this cup would last forever. Victorian bone china so fine the rim has a ring like a bell, and you're careful. Use it sparingly, envelop it in tissue paper, bubble wrap, but not enough. You failed to see the flaw that threatened form until one day it cracked, leaving you holding two perfectly imperfect halves, and you dropped, part shock, part moderate scold. But it's hard to keep your footing when you're already on thin ice. And it's not the shiny stuff you need to fear, the stuff that says be careful, slipping hazard here. It's the other stuff, the sneaky stuff that takes you unaware, that makes you less than biped. And even when you clamber up, you're not the same. You've suffered some sea change. But it's hard to keep your footing when you're already on thin ice. And not everything has a warning light, even things that should. And anyway, they're easy to ignore, to keep on driving, put those letters in a drawer. Convince yourself on sleepless nights that somehow everything will be all right. But it's hard to keep your footing when you're already on thin ice. And every time you fall, you come back somehow less. Tissues of scars on tissue paper skin so thin that every jolt will make you bleed. And muscle memory pain reminds you that you will fall down again. It's easy to lose your footing when you're already on thin ice. And I really hope no one's feeling like they are on too much thin ice at the moment. Times are hard for all of us. I'm going to do a couple of virus poems because I think, like many other writers at the moment, I'm finding myself, well, just stuck in thinking about and living through what we're going through. So here's a couple of virus poems. Okay. And this is inspired by the fact that I've decided to worry about small things. I'm currently worrying about my hair and my eyebrows. So this is called Worry. Worry about the small stuff. Worry about your eyebrows losing definition and shape and statement. Do not worry that your days are doing the same. Worry about running out of rice. Worry about the fact you had to call a friend to ask how rice is cooked. Worry about the lack of tightly fitting lid. Do not worry about not seeing that tightly fitting friend again. Worry about the fledgling geraniums on the windowsill. Worry about running out of plant food. Do not worry when you stroke their leaves, desperate for contact with skin that isn't yours. Worry about the dogs. Worry that your constant company is driving them mad, barking mad. Do not worry that you're not as self-sufficient as you thought. Worry about planning a daily killer outfit. Quarantine walk chic. Worry about your Instagram identity. Don't worry about the sense of self that slipped away. Worry about getting fat. Worry about a snacking habit getting out of hand and into mouth. Repeat, repeat. Don't worry about that gnawing hunger for something else, anything else at all. Worry about the lack of scented candles. Worry about the absence of fresh cut flowers, the ways you bribed yourself on busy days. Don't worry that you cry when your last tulip fades and dies. Thank you. So, what else am I going to worry for you? What am I worried for? What else am I going to do for you? Okay. This is a very short poem based on someone mishearing a word. What you need to know. Corvids are the family name for all crows, magpies, ravens, all those kind of birds, rooks as well. This is called COVID-19. I'm worried about this Corvid virus, she said, and for one split second I saw us all transformed. Ravens, crows and magpies strut along the pavement. Why fly when you can walk? Eyes bright with smart, quick to fix on shiny somethings. Fun fact, Corvids display a love of beauty, a sense of the aesthetic, hide their treasures carefully and return to stare, perhaps enjoy. Every rook a curator of their own museum. Fun fact and true. So, I wrote this the second day we went into lockdown because lockdown felt very hard then, and now it feels a little bit easier. So, maybe we're getting used to things. So this is called Missing in Inaction. I miss just popping to the shops. Packet of fags, some chocolate, bunch of tulips for my desk. I miss tulips on my desk. Finally deciding that dead flowers are more depressing than no flowers. I miss tulips. I miss Saturday afternoon second-hand record shopping, swearing that this time we'll only buy what's good and not the tunes that remind us of our youth. I miss coming home, Paul firing up the decks, playing tunes that remind us of our youth. I miss Paul too. I miss coffee, cake and carver. I miss Kirsty. I miss conversations about nothing, but where everything gets said, even when there's silence. I miss decades of shared history, and yes, I miss cake too. I miss being busy, squeezing every second out of every day. Rewrites done 20 minutes before a gig because that's the only time I could find. I miss urgency and panic, especially when it really wasn't real. I miss busy. I miss poetry nights, getting lost in towns because your landmarks don't make any sense to me. I miss events running late. I miss open micers, poetry that makes my toes curl. I miss my toes curling. I miss cleaning other people's houses, not just the money, but the rhythm and routine of repetitive work. I miss rehearsal space in someone else's kitchen. I miss the headspace to create. Doesn't seem to work at home. I miss other people's houses too. I miss hugs. Who knew the world's least huggable person had need for some human contact? I miss stepping back to keep my body safe, making a joke of distance before it all became the rage. And yes, I miss rage too. I am missing in inaction. I am missing in action. I am missing. I'm going to finish with a ridiculously cheerful poem. My dogs have loved lockdown. They've happily accepted one walk a day. They have accepted walking on leads. They are living proof that dogs deal well with stuff. This is called Be More Dog, and it might take me a while to find it, so you just talk amongst yourselves at the moment. So, and maybe in times of hardship, perhaps we need to be more dog. Be more dog, they say, so I'm shedding language like fleas, clawing only to words that give shape and meaning to my day, and I'm learning to tilt my head to one side when you speak, expressing interest, although quite frankly I only get about half what you say, and I won't judge by colour of skin or the cut of your jib, but whether when we meet you come down to my level, tell me I'm beautiful, offer something delicious to eat. Be more dog, they say, so I'll make as much noise as I want and you can't make me shush. And if I'm scared, I'll show it. Left alone for too long, I may make a mess of things, and that might not be a figure of speech. Be more dog, they say, so I'll turn my belly to the sun and my face to the sky, cram 7 years of living into each 12 months, because when you're a dog, time flies. Be more dog, they say, so I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll eat when I'm full, strut straight past those mirrors, and when I'm with you, well, I'll make you look so much more cool. Thank you very much. You can catch more of my work on my YouTube video and of course my blog. Links to blog, book on the YouTube video. Have a lovely evening all.